Hey, what's going on? C. Monty here, checking in for Nerd Era, where nerd culture reigns supreme. I'm here to talk to you guys about the series premiere of The Flash that occurred on CW last week. I know I'm a little bit behind, but I wanted to get at you guys and let you know what I thought. So, as I stated, last week was the premiere of The Flash on CW, and it was an offshoot spin-off of their Arrow series, which is they used that to jump off and introduce the Barry Allen character last season in season 2, right before the Christmas break. And so now they got the full Flash series going on. Not to say I thought it was pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. It's right up on par with what they've been doing on Arrow. The same level of writing, the same good balance of like the kind of teen drama-esque stuff that you normally expect from CW, like the whole 90210 kind of thing, combined with actual, good story arcs and good solid adult themes and adult material and storyline stuff that comic book fans can enjoy. They go a little bit dark on the show, just like they did with Arrow. And they're fairly faithful to the canon and mythology of The Flash. They touch on the whole thing with Eobard Thawne, aka Professor Zoom, aka the Reverse Flash. I'm not going to go into details of what aspect they touch on in case you haven't seen the show or aren't familiar with the Flash canon mythology and you don't want it to be spoiled. But they do touch on it. For the fans of the Flash and the show, you know what I'm talking about. So it was very well acted, very well cast. I particularly like Jesse L. Martin as Detective Joe West, which is Iris West's father, who Iris West, for those of you who know, later on becomes Barry Allen's wife, and is how he's introduced to Wally West, her nephew. A whole lot of that's going too far into mythology. Let's focus on the show right now. So the first episode starts off with Barry Allen, as like the kind of bumbling, always late, kind of character, kind of having a strain on his relationships, his professional relationships and his personal relationships, because he's never on time. He's kind of awkward and nerdy. And then he gets his power, his ability as the Flash, to just run faster than any human being can possibly run. And he decides to utilize this ability to protect people and save people. And we're introduced to the Weather Wizard. Is the first villain of the series. Now this is the first part of the show that I felt was a little bit weak, because they tried to do the origin story and the villain story at the same time, and you kind of lost one for the other. So like the final fight between the Flash and Weather Wizard kind of felt anticlimactic, because they tried to rush that. They didn't leave themselves enough time to really deal with Weather Wizard, because they were too focused on telling Barry Allen's story. And I had kind of wished that maybe if they had just introduced Weather Wizard and showed that he was a guy who had powers, but then Flash doesn't really confront him until the second episode. That's my personal feeling about it. But other than that, I thought the show was really great, really well written, really well cast. I really enjoyed the actor that they got for Barry Allen. I know a lot of people out there probably complain, he doesn't have blonde hair. That's not really a big issue to me. For me, it's more important that they get the character right. And I do feel they kind of get that Barry Allen is someone who cares about his friends and wants to do the right thing and wants to help people. And the actor hit the nail on the head in his performance of that. I think he did a really good job as Barry Allen. So I thought it was very well cast, very well written. Just that one little weak spot about how they tried to shoehorn the villain story in, and you lost focus on it. But other than that, a very, very solid lead, and I'm looking forward to continue watching the show and discussing with you guys what I think about it and hearing what you guys think about it. So this is my review of The Flash on CW. Next episode is on tonight at 9, I believe. So tonight at 8. So make sure you check it out, keep watching, and See Monty, Nerd Era, when nerd culture reigns supreme. Subscribe. Peace.